worked at a job where the unspoken rule was never leave for the day before your manager? I will never forget when I started my second job out of college at a very well-known university in their events department. There was 8 of us in the office, and the unsaid message was just that. Don't go home until the boss leaves. This was a totally new concept to me because I had never had a salaried position before. So in the past, when my shift or hours were done, and as long as there was no major issue, I clocked out for the day and went home. It was that simple. When I did some digging into this theory that I should not leave before my boss, people were kind of shocked that I was even asking this question because this was just something everyone knew and did. Now, this was back in 2001, and things were obviously very different than today. But when I started my own company in 2007, I actually had someone ask me this question during an interview. Could they go home at their scheduled time if their job duties were complete? Absolutely, I said. And today I am sharing with you why my answer was absolutely and why my team respected me even more for it. Hey, my name is Sailynn and welcome to the Sailynn Show. I like to call myself the fun business coach because I believe when women entrepreneurs implement sustainable business strategies, you can have fun and make a ton. Each week, I empower you with training and a free resource based on successful strategies that I have used in one of my businesses. I share my journey with you to help you fast track your growth without all the headaches. This week, you can watch on demand my free training, the Legacy Business Blueprint Masterclass. This training gives you the 3 secrets they don't teach in business school you must master now if you want to build a profitable business while still having a life. Head on over to the show notes below to stream it to your preferred device today. Okay, I'm going to pat myself on the back for a little bit because I know I deserve it. When I started my franchise business in 2007, my goal was to provide exceptional care at home for seniors so they could remain as independent as possible. This required my office team to be available 24/7, which could be draining at times. I started my business for freedom, the freedom to do what I wanted, when I wanted, and from where I wanted. And I also wanted to be able to give my team these same perks as much as possible in a 24/7 business. So I did a few things really well that led to a happy and fun team environment. It all starts with setting the expectations during the hiring process. I used to tell applicants that we worked hard but played harder, meaning we got our jobs done, but we also like to have fun. This was a key message for me to convey during an interview because I wanted the applicant to know that I expected 100%, but also expected them to enjoy their life too. After the team member came on board, I would set another expectation that we ran 24/7, and in order for me to travel and work part-time, they would most likely get emails from me at all times of the day, depending upon what was going on in my life. However, I did not expect them nor encourage them to check their emails off hours. We all needed a break from work to relax and enjoy our personal lives. So I made it clear there was no reason to respond to an email off hours, and if there was an emergency, I would call or text off hours only. And finally, I let new team members know that they could go home when their day was done and their work was complete. They did not have to wait for me to go home. When I started the business, I was commuting an hour back and forth, So to avoid traffic, I sometimes did not get in until 9 a.m. and on a good day would leave early at 7 p.m. I made it very clear that I was fine being there alone and actually loved it. It was my time to take off my suit jacket, boy, I don't miss those, kick off my heels or those, and just focus on specific projects when I needed uninterrupted time. So when you lead an organization, you cannot assume that your leadership style will be communicated correctly. So you need to make it clear right from the start when interviewing, then follow through and continue to remind your team of what you expect and why. This mantra of leadership allowed me to live my life without guilt of not being in the office when my team was working and allowed them to do their jobs and live their lives without wondering what I thought about them when they were not there. Being a leader is not easy, and I do believe it is a skill that needs to be learned and continually tweaked throughout your career. But the benefits of leading a team that is dedicated to you, your company mission, and your customers will set you apart in the industry. Leadership has evolved through the years and will continue to change as the world progresses. The key to being a successful leader, in my opinion, is to meet the current needs of the workforce while also exceeding them by being an honest, caring, and enjoyable person to work with. My challenge for you today, make a list of all the characteristics that you loved about previous bosses and why. Then keep that list front of mind as you lead your team to success daily. Again, I have empowered you with my free masterclass training, the Legacy Business Blueprint. I am sharing a behind-the-scenes look into building a successful and profitable business that allows you to have a life. These 3 secrets are things they don't teach in business school, or it seems online lately, so it's a must-watch if you want to have a business that supports your dream lifestyle and makes a profit. The link to watch on demand is in the show notes below. And that's a wrap on this week's episode. I have another video that I know you will find value in right here. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you go so you can get notified of weekly episodes, and remember to live this one life you were given.